Welcome back to another episode of Jurassic Island. I think this is episode 4. The skies are darkening. It is the wet season once more. It is almost the dry season. It will be soon. But right now it feels like the wet season. Our Spinosaurus buddy was sleeping, laying down, not on his sail, after he smelled a T-Rex in the area. But then, he is woken up, whatever you want to say, by a scent in the air. Right away he spots where it's coming from, and it's not good. It was Rexy Jr. and Snaggletooth coming right towards him. He had to act fast. He didn't know what to do. Whether to run or guard this place. He was waiting for a female Spinosaurus to return to her nest. But he has no choice but to abandon it. One of the T-Rexes was bigger than him. One smaller and one a lot bigger. Snaggletooth was one of the smaller in-between sizes, but Rexy was huge. He could never take her on. They weren't really doing anything much, just out taking a stroll, I guess you would say. But it has rained again, so it's all muddy. And they're trying to get out of the mud, because everywhere they step, they're sinking. Like quicksand. He finally finds a spot with grass to get up into and then walk a different direction. And Rexy and Junior follow behind. They finally get out of the mud, but now they're out of the grass as well. They wanted to be in the grass, but they did. Snaggletooth took a look to the side, and he saw a huge thing of forest, so it was good. They were looking for a place to have a nest. He bangs Rexy, telling him to come on. Rexy moved a lot faster than Snaggletooth, but Junior moved a lot faster than both of them. But on their way to the woods, they see something very weird and good at the same time. It was a dried up Spinosaurus nest. He goes in it. He sees that the Spinosaurus hasn't been here in over 10 years, and Spinosaurus don't live that long, so he knows that this Spinosaurus either died or is gone for good. So T-Rexes don't live that long either. They live about as long as my mom is old, which is about 40 years. At the most. So he'll live to be about 40 years. He was gonna dig it bigger, but then he finds a problem. Tree roots. He tries to push it out the way, but it's not working. It's kind of just grinding his toenails, so he doesn't keep doing it. He wants to stay here, so he calls to Rexy before she walks off. she was walking towards the forest, but he didn't want to lose her. She didn't hear him. Junior hears him, so he runs over. But then Rexy notices Junior running off, so she runs off. He needs someone small to dig out the area because it was way too big or way too small for a fully grown male T-Rex to fit. So he needed someone small to dig out the pine needles and dirt and everything. He tells Junior to come help him. He climbs out. So Junior goes in. For us, this would be a piece of cake. At least it looks like a piece of cake. But this was actually a crater, a small crater caused by a meteorite. And the Spinosaurus found it. And he thought it'd be a good nest. So, and he left and probably died. And now it's a good nest for them. So. Baby cleans the whole thing out, so he runs back out. He's all dirty now. But as soon as Snaggletooth sees he's done, he goes in it to inspect it. There were a few pine needles left, so he just shoves them out with his head. So then he starts digging deeper. So he could get Junior was watching, but as he was also getting dirt on him. So he backs away because he didn't want to get dirt on him. But then he sees it's dug out enough, so he lays down because he's had a big day today. Junior climbs on top of him and goes in. She'll lay down too, right next to him. And since Rexy sees they're all doing it, she decides to do it too. So basically they had one big T-Rex pile. And this is now the nest. To be continued.